Hi, uh, I'm on my trip. I'm in Vietnam, so you're seeing me at my accommodations, thus the difference in the building. And I'll show you the view I have. It's an amazing view. But I give myself a treat accommodation once every 4 or 5 days. I'll stay at some place that is termed luxury so I can recoup myself because I take a beating on the trips I go because I'm in Vietnam and I go to the furthest reaches up north and ride my motorcycle. So I am in the barest of conditions, both the riding, the geographics, and the accommodations. So I'm at the nice one right now, catching up with myself. And there's a good reason for it, and I'm really glad I booked this for this point in the trip because I've been here for, I think, 12 days. It's been the hardest trip I've done because of circumstances that came up that you cannot plan for when you travel. And I'm not going to be talking about traveling, but this is how it goes with life. You think that you've got everything all planned out, and all of a sudden the rug gets pulled out from underneath you and you've got to adapt. And this is what we are, this twin flame journey through the path of my life. I have had good spots where it was all good, but that's because I was still in my blindness. I thought this is all that it was, and I was going around in circles at that level. And then something comes up, and I surge and I grow and I learn from it, and you're at a different level. Now, I don't know why I do these trips because on every trip, and I've done them for 30 years, I love the traveling and the learning and the expansion you get from exposing yourself to parts of the world that are so dramatically different than what you're used to. And isn't that what we're here to do? To expand. Now, I had two things come up. Before I'd even gotten out of my country on the international flight, a crisis appeared, and I had to deal with that, and that knocked me back. Um, it took an effect on me that lasted about the first week. I had planned to do videos all the way through here, and I haven't been able to because when you're in turmoil inside yourself, you can't make a video to give it to somebody because your energy is in that. And I didn't want to be talking about it because that's complaining and it's nothing that you need to know about. And it would change your day and I'd be implanting things inside you. I knew I needed to talk to somebody, but I went off and I made a bunch of dummy videos where I talked it out, but I will never ever post them. And I don't think I'll even listen to them because the moment will be past and I won't need to, and it'll just bring it back. And then when I got to the country, a number of things have happened. And this is, like I said, it's how it is with life. And we're so sensitive to things now. Once you're activated on this journey and you realize you're on this journey and you've processed, even if you've processed most of the turmoil and come back into yourself and you're feeling really grounded and whole, you can still have life shift to where you're looking at it this way and all of a sudden it's over there. And you're like, oh, how do I catch up with you? Because you weren't prepared. And you can't be prepared for everything. I wasn't prepared for a number of things on here. And I've been to this country 5 times, so I thought I'd worked all the bugs out, but there's some things that you just can't foresee. Anyway, this little twin flame has sure had a challenge. But I've gotten past each one of them, and I'm trying. Today is the first time, after about 12 days, that I'm feeling like I'm starting to get into the rhythm of the travel, and I'm at the halfway point or more. But when we're on this journey, it's so hard to stay the course where we get feeling like, oh, I've made it. I can relax. I can calm down. I feel peace inside me. even if I was at home, I probably would have had something come up because I I don't know, there's something happening in astrologically or something right now because I've got a stomach ache half the time. And I know that from experience on this journey that when I get a stomach ache and I can't explain it, it's energy change. I'm so filled with energy that I can't find a reason for it. There's something going on somewhere, and I don't know. I have never felt that I can feel my twin. I don't have that. Some people say they can. I don't know. Until I can get tangible proof, I don't know. And it could be something happening there, or it could be happening there, or it could just be me having residues of things. I don't know. But I'm paid big dollars to come and sit in this beautiful scenery. Here, I'll show it to you now. I don't know what you're able to see here. Anyway, that's the view from my room. So anyway, I'm sitting here surrounded by this, but I feel tense. And I can't talk to anybody about it because, well, number one, I'm speaking to almost everybody through a translator. And nobody would understand. And I didn't feel right making twin flame videos. So I don't know. I had so many reasons for making this video, and now I don't even know what. But it's going to help to get it out. So I guess my point is when we're on this, I can tell you this right now, that if this happened a year ago, this whole circumstances, I wouldn't have dealt with it as well. And 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago was when I got activated. I thought I had the world by the tail 5 years ago, and then I found out I didn't have anything by the tail. Because you get reset, you have to start all over again with a whole new game plan. Oh, I'm a twin flame and I'm waking up. Didn't know that yesterday. Anyway, I must say that with how things have gone down on this trip, I've handled it very well. The point that I was making this video for was that when you have a setback, I have been focusing on I must keep myself as pure, because when I started getting really overwrought with the first setback before I left Canada, I was thinking, it's all in your perspective. Don't panic. It always works out. It always works out. But in the moment, you're freaking out inside you. And I had to teach myself to come back to center again. And to remember that it always works out. And not to bite on the situation, because it's really not. It doesn't matter. Really doesn't matter. Like even right now, nothing matters because I'm here, I'm healthy, I'm still alive. I've got food. I have enough money to get me to the next accommodations and the next and the next. And I'll deal with things as they arise. But 12 days ago, I wasn't thinking those thoughts. I was thinking, oh my God, my world is gone. And that was that. I focused on what was right in front of me, which we're supposed to do, but I was focusing on something in a panicked way. I lost my confidence in myself to deal with things because it was a huge situation that came up and it was new to me. And that's half of it. When we lose it, it's because it's something that's brand new to us. Somebody went by, but they went by fast. Anyway, I guess the point I'm making is when you're going through your twin flame journey, at any point you can have something come up, a crisis, and try to bring yourself to where you're inside there, knowing that this too shall pass. You will get to another place, and It's all in your head. All of it is all in our head. Like my fears in the when it all came up, and I knew they were fears. They weren't in front of me. They weren't the reality, but I was fearing that the situation was going to go this way, that way, that way, that way, that way, and it didn't. So I had myself all freaked out for no reason. But it's only in retrospect, looking back, that you can realize that. But I learned from the situation because that's what we're supposed to do. We're monitoring ourselves. We're not victims on this journey where it's the journey's happening to us and didn't see that coming, didn't see that coming, didn't see that coming. It came. Fact. That's all it is. How we perceive it when it comes or anything comes. That's what we need to focus on and look at and address. It's not the thing that came up. I was paying attention to how are you dealing with this? Well, I was off center for about a week. I couldn't come back to myself because it was something that affected me. And because you can't be unaffected by everything. We can be as detached from things as you want, but we're humans and I have deep emotions. I'm a Scorpio. I feel everything deeply. I feel like I feel the rocks and the grass and the people's emotions that I'm talking to, whether they're showing emotion or not. I can read things. I can read energy, and I'm human. So when things happen, I have to remember the human part is in there too, not just the twin flame. The 3D person takes over sometimes. So I had 3D, 5D, 3D, 5D, 3D, 5D, battling it out for a while. And it's calmed down. Took a few beers in there, and I don't even drink alcohol. But I got it. Anyway, I guess the point is, when things come up, remember to talk to yourself. Take the time to talk to yourself and see that the situation is the situation, and that's all it is it's a fact. It's a fact. That is what it is. But you don't have to feed into it. You can stay here and have it be there, and you can deal with it from a distance. Man, if I'd had all these things come up a few years ago, I would have been a basket case right now, or an alcoholic. So, anyway, I'm going to leave it there because the staff are all working around me now. Okay, I'll talk to you in the next video. Take care.